Hello everyone. Hello everyone. I'm Sean and just gonna share my experience with this coronavirus I contracted. Well, on the first day of my attack, I just came from the facility where you get tested. My ticket in Hull. Um, I got home. It was about 1:15. Got in, got my gear off, and went to use the toilet. I started shaking and coughing, and my lungs felt like no air was going in, and it was completely locked off. I can say I couldn't breathe, I couldn't catch my breath, I couldn't do nothing. I put my hands onto the wall. That's how I felt, and I hit my chest, and I tried force air down my lungs through my mouth. I almost passed out, but for some miracle, I catch my breath and started breathing again. So I went to my room and lay down, but you can't lay down flat. Come to realize you have to lay down in a seated position at an angle. Started breathing very, very fast in order to let the air get into my lungs. And I could not breathe too deeply either. Anyway, that evening I felt a little bit out of the weather, under the weather, not much. And then I realized that I didn't have no saliva, nothing in my mouth, nothing, like I wasn't producing saliva. So I had to get a glass of water and a jug of water with me to sup at all time. That night, I was so uncomfortable sleeping. I think I fell asleep for 1 hour and something woke me up, like some mucus in my throat woke me up. I gasping for breath. At that point, I realized it's hard to sleep. So I try to stay up, and it's hard not to sleep, and and to focus on breathing. The second day, I was so worried, but with this situation, you have to keep a calm head. And I managed to make it through that day without any attacks, because I keep myself quiet and move minimum, and push forward on the my second attack was the third day, and that's when I've managed to get a routine now breathing routine, moving about to the bath, to the toilet, to the kitchen, living room. You can't just get out of bed straight away and stand up and move. If you do that, you're gonna be your lungs is gonna be closed off and you can't breathe. You can't do nothing and you're gonna eventually pass out or die. So my routine was before I move myself from my bed, I start breathing as fast and quick and short breaths as possible. And then I will settle in a rhythm. Then I would get myself sat at the edge of my bed. Then I do the same thing again and then start breathing normally. As soon as I can breathe normally, then I will get up, bring my jug of water with me, a bottle of water this time, and walk very, very slowly to the toilet, bathroom. Now, when I get to the bathroom, that's another thing. You have to breathe fast again and short breaths. And for me, to have a pee, I move my hand or do anything. But at that time, I didn't know what I do differently. I done something differently, and I wanted my belly felt like it wanted number two. So I turned around. As soon as I turned around, my legs gave way, and I fell right on top of the toilet. Fell. Luckily, when I was falling, I fell to the right, where the wall is next to the low, and fell right on top. And coughing, no breath from my lungs. My chest felt like it was ripped out, and I could not breathe. And as in my head, I said to myself, "Don't panic, don't panic, don't panic." And nothing. There was no air going in, nothing. As soon as you cough, everything that's was inside comes out, and you can't breathe in, and it was locked off completely. So what saved me was quick thinking. It was half full with juice, and the top was just here. And I opened it as quick as I could and put the bottle. Thank God. Put the bottle in my mouth and squeeze as hard as I could. All the air rushed through with pipe, and everything opened, and I could breathe again. But I had to breathe as fast again and catch my breath properly, and short breaths as well. Nothing deep, because at the time my lungs was collecting water, the fluids, whatever you call it. Anyway, I managed to gather myself, and then it took me about 10 minutes before I could move. But all the while, my chest felt painful right across. Then I managed to get myself back to my room, into my bed. I was so happy. On the fourth night, I was in my reclining chair this time, and for some reason I fell asleep, and I woke up with liquid in my throat, gasping like then I realized something was different because my lip was wet and my mouth was dry no more. I realized saliva came back. I had saliva, and that was good. Means I don't have to sup on water as much as before. At this stage now, I thought I was getting better. I thought I was out of the water because I felt good, and I got up without all that breathing, fast breathing, and everything, and I went to the toilet. Anyway, it was fine. Then, um, when I get back to my bedroom, I lay down on the bed in a sitting position. Then my phone rang. I said I don't feel good enough to talk, answer and talk, which was a big mistake. I answered the phone, but the phone was on my right, on the bed, on the pillow. And soon as I pick up an answer and I turn to my right slightly, that was the biggest mistake. I should never have answered or turned myself because I thought I felt a bit better. But no, I had a next attack. Could not breathe. My lungs started collapsing again. And while my friend was on the phone, hearing everything that I've been going through, it took me 5 minutes to get myself together again, get my breathing under control. With this virus, it's all about breathing and keeping yourself calm. Don't panic whenever you've got the attacks. And breathing helps you not to damage your lungs. Exercises that I do, and I managed to say something to my friend on the phone, and I hung up, tell him not to worry and stuff, and hung up. That was day 4. Day 5 wasn't too bad. The night was okay. I woke up sweating all over. The bed was wet, but I felt okay. Not too bad, but day 6 now, which was the worst night. That night was the worst night. My routine sleeping is I go to sleep at 11, wake up at 3 or 4. By day, that sleeping routine was by day 5. And I go back to sleep at about 6 and wake up. Between 11 and 4 is a good hours that you feel really good and you can move about a bit and do things. But once you get to 4 and after 4 in PM, then everything starts deteriorating again. So this day 6, the night of day 6, I went to sleep at 11, and when I woke up, I didn't know what time I woke up, but when I woke up, I wasn't in a seated position anymore. I was flat on my back with my head on one pillow. I don't know how I get on one pillow when there was like 3 or 4 pillows behind me. Anyway, I was on literally on fire. I could not feel nothing around my body. All I feel was burning, 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 and my skin wasn't even that moist. When put my foot together and rub it, and normally I could feel moisture, but this time there was nothing. It's like I was dry. I was I was looking at the ceiling. Normally I could see my just part of the ceiling, but now I'm seeing the entire ceiling above my head as well because I was on my back, and I was breathing so shallow, like like like, and I was getting much shallower and shorter, and I felt I felt nothing. I couldn't feel nothing at all. I couldn't feel my heart if it was beating. I couldn't feel nothing on my body. I couldn't feel no pain. I couldn't feel nothing. So I look around to my left and my right. I could just move my head, and then I see the glass next to me with some water, and I decide, you know what, I need to get through this. I need to get through this night, and I couldn't. I, there's nothing I could wanted to cry, but there's nothing that come out, and all I could do was look and saw my glass next to me, and that was my focus and my attention now to get to that glass of water because I could not nothing. So I, with my right hand, I reach over to get the glass, and I don't know if it's the lighting or what, but when I look at my hand, it was white. My hand is was white, white, white. I'm telling you, I could not believe my color, my skin. It was white, and then I managed to catch the lid of the glass, the top of the glass, with my finger, and I could hold it. It almost slipped, but I managed to hold it, and then I bring it over now to my head and pour it down my throat. Like I thought it was gonna chuck all over me, but it didn't. It just went in my mouth, and I couldn't feel the water either. All I could hear was the sound of the water going down, and I could not swallow nor nothing. It just rushed. It just went down, but it just went down, and managed to put the glass back on the side table where it was before, and I felt my body like um I don't know. I just feel like I was, you know, just born or something. Felt alive, and I reached over with my left hand. I felt grab onto my pulse. It wasn't that strong, but I could feel it pushing through. I could feel my pulse pushing through, and I said, "Okay." But then I put my hand over my head, and just like that, and I could look, and I see like my hand wasn't white anymore. I could see color now. So then my mouth felt fine now, not dry, and I could move my tongue and whatever, and wet my lips now and all of that. And then when I turned around and realized Alexa was there, so I said, "Alexa, what's the time?" And Alexa said,
It's 7:58 a.m.
No, well, she says 7:58 now, but at the time she said it was 3:04 a.m. So I went back to sleep after that. So with this thing, disease is the worst thing ever. Oh, and actually I need a shave there as well. It's the worst thing ever. Don't take it lightly. Don't panic when you have attack. Learn to breathe. Control your breathing. Please, people. Common sense. Stay alive. I work in health care, and first hand experience with this now. I had it. As soon as I'm better, I'm going back, and I'm going to try and get back on isolation units. These people need our help very much. Thank you.